Hello, peoples. Took my glasses off. That could be a Q&A question. Okay. This is Timothy Gorsky from the Timothy Gorsky Family Channel. And today, I'm doing a video on my favorite kata. The question was, somebody challenged me and said, hey, do a favorite kata video. I absolutely don't have one absolute favorite kata. There's actually several katas that I like bits and pieces out of. You know, I like the fighting techniques out of several different katas. But if I actually have to choose one kata that I like the most, that would be my favorite, I guess. That would be Wansu, also known as Unsu, Wansu, other different names, different spellings. Basically it means the Dragon Boy jumping form, because of jump and throw from a dragon position. You know, how you jump in, now let me do the throw. See how you jump in. I hope that didn't go off the video. I should be back far enough. It's created in the 1627, around that era. From a student of Grandmaster Wansu, and Kata was pretty much named after him, what I understood. But it means, like I said, the Dragon Boy jumping form. Another one of my favorite techniques in kata is the rolling technique we do in a form known as Patsai, also known as Patsai Dai. Patsai Dai or Patsai, which means to breach the fortress. Now we roll our hands. It's almost like a kung fu move of Wing Chun. You're stepping up, kind of like a cat stand, rolling the hands. It's close in. It's close in fighting. Also, in that kata, there's a few katas that we actually do this in. Waundan, which is known as the old pine tree. I think there's another name for that one too. Mind block. I get my mind blocked. But in those two forms particularly, we do a breathing exercise in that kata. We're stepping up, your feet are in here, and you're coming out with your hands. Now without messing up the camera and go, oh, it's the triple punch. See? Then they're going to come up into a crane, kick, punch, quick punch, crane, kick, quick punch, back. So I like movements out of particular katas that I believe, well, one, you wouldn't really fight doing this, because someone's going to come up with, boom, they're going to punch or shoot you. But what I like about this move is that you're breathing. So you're building back up your lungs. You're building up your breath strength. Just like we do in Anako, which is light from the south. We do a lot of deep breathing exercises in that one. You're coming down. See? Or Sesen, not to confuse with Sesen. Sesen is 13 hands. I'll talk about that one next because there's some movements in that one I like too. Sesen, basically like stepping and breathing. And you know, we do a lot of breathing exercises, but that whole kata is about breathing. In the part where you're coming out with the hands, you roll in the hands, and then you punch it, roll in the hand, and you're breathing like that. I mean, I love those type of short movements because if you take it with a breath, look how quick it is. You punch, you're blocking at the same time. You have this hand right here protecting your face. So it's quick movements. Quick movements. Okay? Quick fighting movements. Okay? It's quick. Okay? And I like those katas that have those type of quick fighting movements. There's hidden moves. When you break down a kata, the Bukai, you know, breaking it down, move by move. What is useful in fighting? What you can use for combat. You know, and that's pretty much what I'm kind of showing you in this video. I'm breaking down some of the kata. What was the last one I saw? Sesen, 13 hands. One of the movements of doing 13 hands is coming out with an elbow. See, so basically, after you like, you can use jujitsu teikan. You're gonna grab a person, like somebody's coming up to grab you, so you're gonna grab their hand. Let's say they're gonna grab me on the shoulder. So you're gonna grab their hand, lock their hand right here onto your shoulder, so that way they can't pull your hand off. All right, and then they're gonna come up, boom, hit the arm, kind of bend them over, come up with that elbow. See what I'm saying? I have to take away the camera, but you see, boom, like a self-defense move. Instead of blocking this way, come up with the inside, or you can even do an inside back knuckle, bam, slap them right here in the back of the head, bam, you know. So instead of doing this outside block, you know, come under, doing in, and come this way, blocking this way, see. We're hitting that hip, doing that little power, and that's enough to break. Even if you don't break the arm, get the elbow tight, it's going to hurt. It's going to make the person bend over. You come up, bam, with that elbow. Okay? Hidden fighting movements in kata. Hidden fighting movements in kata. Maybe I just call this video that, you know, because that's basically what I'm showing you. But I'm going to run my favorite kata for you at the end of the video. Wansu. It's a very simple kata. I really like it though. Okay, what was I say? Okay, after you do that movement, boom, okay, and you know, step on sideways, you're going to go down, up, back, then you're going to come up into a kicking move, shuffle, side kick, okay. Now here, what is that movement? It's a punch, it's an uppercut. So you break the arm, you're kind of uppercutting them in the ribs, and then you're gonna double jeopardy by kicking them in the ribs. I mean, like I said, Bukai, hidden movements in kata. So you get what I was rephrased. Movement and one kind of like that breathing, or movement Waundan, I mean, that breathing, movement in Anako, and we do the stepping and breathing. Matter of fact, there's a poster of me doing that movement. It's a really cool poster of me doing that movement. It's awesome. And then there's a movement, you know, in Patsai or Patsai Dai, that rolling hand, kind of like a Wing Chun move. You know, kind of like a Wing Chun move, see? But instead of going that way. So, there's a lot of Bukai and Kata. I mean, if you can think of any more, mention some of the Bukai and Kata that you like. But this is a more like I said, a Bukai and Kata video. Then of course, Wansu, the Dragon Boy. And here's the other movements on Wansu. Now I'm going back to my favorite kata. Scan, punch, see, blow that punch, come up, bam, hitting the groin. There's different ways that they do this, okay, boom. Basically you're going to go all the way around. I'm going to run Wansu. Now here's some hidden movements, and see, you can figure out what these movements are. Now, you could do an uppercut here. Come up with that one knee. But when I created my Wansu Tiger Kata, I created that with, instead of an uppercut, see what I did? Instead of an uppercut, I'll go ahead and grab. I'm already grabbing this groin, pull it in. I'm going to shoot out again. Bop! God, I'm getting old. That hurts me a little bit, but I can't do the hardest move in kata. Somebody asked me what the hardest kata move is. Well, the hardest kata move in my opinion is in a kata called Kansuku, to view the sky, view in the sky. Well, one of the movements, you come down off the stand, you're coming down with one knee, if you can see me on the floor here. Then you're going to come up, going to whip around with that kick, all the way around, jumping in the ground. Then you're going to land right back to this one knee. Am I going to demonstrate that? No. I would tear my back up now, because I do have stenosis of the spine. There are some movements in karate I cannot do. So instead of me doing a separate video explaining my hardest movement, I just explain it now at the end of this one. But that was some Bukai and Kata, broken down some of the movements. That was a quick variation, a quick demonstration of Wansu, the Dragon Boy dumping form, showing off some grabbing the tiger instead of doing the uppercut, and to all my fellow martial artists, hang in there. No matter what you have, injuries, there's still movements you can do. There's still things you can do. Me, I do a lot of Tai Chi, and I'm going to show off some of the Tai Chi I've learned in another video. Matter of fact, I'll write that down because I'll make a video of that. Some of my favorite Tai Chi moves. I do a lot more Tai Chi. It's easier for me to do because karate it is hard. I mean, I had to do a lot of stretching this morning before I could even do this video. It does take a lot out of me. And I got my one student. Wish him the best. I hope to meet with him when I come back from Chicago. But that's it. Blessings always. Osu.